Hi, it's Dee Dee. I'm glad you're joining me for Christmas Countdown Storytime with Dee Dee. Today I'm going to share a story with you called Pete the Cat Saves Christmas. Now, you probably already know there are lots of Pete the Cat books, and they're all so fun. But today we're going to read the one about Christmas. I went to the library and checked this one out because I wanted to share it with you. This is created and illustrated by James Dean, and then the story is by Eric Litwin. Now, if you've listened to some other of my stories, you will know that at the end of each one, I will show you a clue. Because on the day that I read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, I'm going to have a special guest visitor. And all these clues that I'm giving on my countdown story times, they all add up to something that my guest visitor might see or use when they're working. Okay, so at the end of this book, I'm going to give you another clue. But let's go ahead and get started with Pete the Cat Saves Christmas. There's Pete, riding on a reindeer. 'Twas the day before Christmas, and Santa was ill. In the cold winter wind, he had caught a bad chill. Oh, goodness, he has a thermometer in his mouth. He must have a fever. Have you ever had a fever? It doesn't feel very good, does it? Santa, we hope you get better soon. Look, he has some cold relief medicine, and it's 7:02 a.m., which means morning, on December the 24th. That's Christmas Eve. Oh, no. Will Christmas be canceled? Will it come to that? Never, cried Santa. Let's call Pete the Cat. Oh, look, there's Santa's cell phone, and he has Pete the Cat. He has his number in the cell phone. Santa asked Pete to deliver the toys to all the good girls and to all the good boys. And I know you'd be on that list. And look, there's Pete's phone. He has Santa. He can tell it's making a sound. It's ringing. And he's going to answer it because he knows it's Santa. Pete's been out surfing, hasn't he? I'll do it, said Pete. And although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas time we give, so give it your all. Pete jumped in his minibus and started to roll. Road trip, cried Pete. First stop, the North Pole. North Pole, they're going to go this way. Is his minibus pointed in the right direction? I think so. Over here, it's pointing this way to Key West, where the sand and sun and palm trees. And over here, it's snow and snowflakes and the North Pole. So I think Pete's going the right way. The reindeer were waiting to give Pete a tow. So he packed up the presents and told them to go. Then the minibus flew just like in a movie. Pete the Cat cried, "This is totally groovy." I can do it, said Pete. And although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. There he goes. As the children were sleeping all snug in their beds, Pete and his reindeer appeared overhead. Straight down the chimney, Pete flew in a dash. Then back in his minibus, quick as a flash. He's going down a chimney, isn't he? Each time he delivered a holiday gift, he crossed off a name written on Santa's list. And I know you'll be on Santa's nice list for sure. Santa's list was so big. Look how long it is. Oh my goodness, and that's not even all of it. It even goes off the page. So if you don't see your name in this part, I'm sure it's way over here somewhere. But at Christmas we give, so he gave it his all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. At the very last minute, they reached the last house. Pete dashed in and out just as quiet as a mouse. Then, right at the break of the new Christmas day, Pete and his reindeer were flying away. Back at the North Pole, old Santa was waiting. The elves and the townfolk were all celebrating. Thank you, Pete. Small is cool. And here's North Pole Toy Inc. Santa, elf. Oh, look, there's 2 doors. That's funny. Santa was dressed in his red coat and hat and cried, "Hip, hip, hooray for our friend Pete the cat." "I did it," said Pete, "and although I am small, in the spirit of Christmas, I gave it my all." Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. Oh, I see something special. It says, "To Pete." I wonder what it is. There Pete goes on the reindeer. I bet he's tired from working all night long. I hope you enjoyed that Pete the Cat book. Pete was a good helper to Santa, and hopefully Santa felt better by the end, but Pete did all the work to help out, so all the boys and girls got their toys. Thanks, Pete. We know Santa appreciated it. All right, maybe you can tell your grown-ups some way you can help around the house today. Are you ready for our clue? Now remember, at the end of each book that you listen to me read, there's going to be a clue that shows you some clues for who my special guest visitor is when I read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Can you tell what I'm pulling forward here? Oh my goodness. Can you tell what this is? Can you tell? Let me see if I can unwind it a little bit. Oh, it's a belt. Oh my goodness, and look how big this thing is. Have you ever seen a belt this wide? Look how wide it is. From side to side, it's so wide. And look at the belt buckle. I wonder who might use this belt on the day that I read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Are you starting to have some good guesses with all the clues you've been given? I hope so. Thank you for sharing a story with me today. I checked this one out at the library. So if you have a library close to you, it's a great place to get books to borrow. Take good care of them, and then you take them back so someone else can read them and enjoy them like you have. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great day and have sweet dreams. And I hope you tune in for another Christmas Countdown Story Time with Dee Dee. Bye.